hotels, it is a policy to replace a used bar of soap with a fresh one every day. Most of the barely used soap bars end up in landfills. One man was so shocked by the waste that he decided to take action. 2 years ago, Direct Kayango started the Global Soap Project, an organization that collects used hotel soap bars and sends them to impoverished countries. Kayango was inspired to start the Global Soap Project when he stayed in a hotel for the first time. He could not believe that used soap bars were simply thrown away and that this policy was practiced in most hotels. It was then that Kayango began to think of a way to recycle all those soap bars and send them to people who needed them but could not afford them. In countries around the world, millions of people die each year from infectious disease that spread due to improper hygiene, such as washing hands without soap. Currently, 300 hotels take part in the Global Soap Project. Some have even donated luxury brand soap bars, many of which cost more money than some people in impoverished countries make in months. Collectively, over 100 tons of soap bars have been donated. Once the soap bars are collected, they are heated at high temperatures until they melt. This is not only sanitizes the bars, but also rids them of their smell and color. The melted soap is chilled and cut into new soap bars. Thus, the bars are then shipped and distributed to people living in poverty. So far, the Global Soap Project has donated over 10,000 bars of soap to 9 countries. Basically, psychology, the scientific study of the mind, seeks to find out what causes people to think, feel, and behave the way they do. There are many different psychology theories, one of the most famous being psychoanalysis, which is based on the belief that people are unaware of what factors cause them to feel and act a certain way. Using this theory, psychologists use various treatments to help their parents overcome unhealthy behavior. Psychoanalysis was developed in the late 19th century by the most famous psychologist of all the time, Sigmund Freud. Freud believed that people behave or think a certain way due to a past event that they had experienced, usually during childhood. Freud theorized that most people unconsciously forget these events and repress how they feel about them in order to protect themselves from pain or anger. However, according to Freud, people had never truly forgot these past events. Instead, they unconsciously deal with the repressed memories and emotions by behaving a certain way. These events may also cause people to have certain personality traits, have difficulty maintaining relationships, or have low self-esteem, all without even knowing the reason why. Freud believed that the only way for patients to be able to change their behavior and feelings was if they uncovered the past events, recognized how they felt about the events, and then accepted the events. One way Freud helped his patients to do this was through a treatment method called free exhaustion. He had his patients talk about their problems as well as anything else that came to mind in the hope that it would trigger a deep buried memory. In addition, Freud had patients discuss their dreams with his thought represented the patient's unconscious thoughts, feelings, and memories. Both these psychoanalysis techniques are still widely used today.